Hello, fellow diecasters. Welcome to another insanely custom episode of Diecast Insanity. We got another Customs 101 episode for you. We're going to start working on the
8 crate.
And I went toyed through, if you remember in the last episode, we were talking about what we wanted to do custom-wise, what we wanted to change. So I kind of went digging through some of my cars that I don't have displayed, stuff that I use for like downhill racing and you know, just stuff that I don't necessarily speak to me. And I came across this one, the Bluriskay, I think is how they pronounce it. Came across this one. This is a plastic body metal base car, but I got to looking at these pipes and I'm like, these pipes are pretty cool. So I thought, so I took it apart, and I think we're going to use these on the 8 crate. Granted, there's 5 pipes here, so we're going to have to cut one off, and I think it's going to have to be the back one. Because by looking at the way it comes in here, it's going to be too long. So we'll have to cut that last one off. And then we're going to have to do some work on the interior to make these fit. And probably the bottom, the base of the car as well. A little bit, probably right here just in front of the rear wheels. A little bit. So we're going to work on that a little bit today. So today's going to be kind of a little engineering episode because we got to figure out how we're going to get these pipes on here.
How we're going to do everything.
Because we need to do all of that before we paint the interior like we want to. So we can get it all done and put together and everything. So let's cut the pipes off. Get those off so we can see what we're dealing with here. Because as you can see, when we put these on, how much that pipe trails behind the rear fender. So we're going to have to cut that outside one off.
Besides, we only need 4 because it's an 8-cylinder.
Yeah, it's an 8, so that's why they call it the 8 crate.
It's not a 10-cylinder.
It's not a 10-cylinder, so we need that to be cut off. And I think we can just take the X-Acto granted, you're going to probably have a pretty sharp, there we go, sharp knife to pull this off. And if we break this outside pipe, it's not going to be that big of a deal. So, as you guys can see, we don't have a haul this week. We showed you guys that earlier in the week, and we haven't really found anything since. So,
they've not gotten anything new. So
yeah, I've hit Walmart like 3 times this week, and just the same crap all the time. So, and the Walgreens haven't got anything in new either. So,
I'm really hoping that our Walmart starts to get stuff because it's the cheapest place that we can go for Hot Wheels, and I don't want to turn to other places,
yeah,
which are more expensive.
Walmart's the best place for your car culture and the regular Hot Wheels. Our Walmart, for some reason, has been really weird on Hot Wheels. They haven't been getting a lot of cases. They've been getting a lot of the specialty Walmart exclusive stuff, like the Spider-Man cars and the Lambo set. But the only Lambo I want out of the Lambo set is the Sesto Elemento, and the Walmart didn't have it. What? Did you hear something?
No, just thinking about the Countach.
There we go.
If it's a different casting than the one that you have.
No, I think it's the same. Might have to look at that after the video. There we go.
Yeah, I had to grab the Countach out of that set.
Still may trail behind the fender a tad bit, but I think that might be kind of cool. Alright, so, well, we got both pipes down to 4. And as you can see, this is going to be black, but we're going to pick up that pin and we'll, from Hobby Lobby, and we'll fix that. So now we've got pipes of 4. So now we got to figure out how we're going to do this. We're going to have to be... The other thing we can do is actually cut the pipes. Because you're not going to be able to see the pipes anyways. Is cut the pipes and glue them to here. Rather than, you know, see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like cut them like right here. And then glue them. They're still going to be too far out. We're going to have to shave them down a little bit. And put them, glue them to here.
Well, right there.
Or cut this out. And then slide them up under like that. I think that's gonna rub.
That's definitely gonna rub.
That's gonna rub the tire. They'd have to be further forward, so we may have to, or just cut them. How much does that sit above? Oh, that'll work. So if we cut the chassis
out right
there,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, grind this lip down,
mm-hmm.
and then just glue. Cut this off, and then just glue them
mm-hmm.
like that. And we can position them how we want them sticking out from the body,
mm-hmm.
like that. That should work.
Glue them on like that, and then
yeah, cut them right here where the turn up comes up, and then cut that out, and then just glue it to the base.
I glue them both on, and then cut that out if we need to, and then mark the body.
Well, we're gonna know that we're gonna have to start from the back to see if you come here. That's how much you're going to have to do. So just to the front. Do we have a marker?
They don't have a very fine tip. I don't even know if that...
Okay, here. So,
you got them backwards.
No, I don't.
No, you don't. Oh, okay.
See?
Okay.
See? So mark on the side of the body
mm-hmm.
where the pipes end. That'll work. Okay, now.
Don't touch it or
I know. Here. See if I can hold it. Okay.
Ish.
We have to stop just ahead of that. Okay, now let's grind this out. You guys can see I'm grinding the little pan part out there, and then these we'll just glue. Gotta do that back and front a little more. Bingo.
Yeah.
Right like that. Alright. Cut, test fit, cut, test fit. There we go. So we just want them to peek like that.
A tiny little bit.
So they stick just out from the body just a tad bit. Okay, so
I'd cut it long and then slowly cut it back.
what I'm gonna
Too short
do.
the first time.
What? No, I'm not gonna cut. I'm gonna cut up here,
Yeah.
not down here.
Okay.
But I'm gonna grind a little bit of this chrome off. That's gonna be inside the chassis because we need a good glue. Because usually super glue and stuff doesn't hold to this chrome stuff very well. Ow! Dang it!
I'll go see what you knocked down.
Okay, so now get the old super glue out. Put the windows up there, put that up there. Gonna take a minute here. I gotta get the. This is a almost empty glue thing, so it's gonna take a little bit to get down here. Do we want to take the wheels off? Nah, we can do that later.
Okay.
The other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this pipe off the back here.
Yeah, we don't need that because we're making pipes.
Okay, let's see.
They're coming out the side, and it's gonna be a loud.
Gonna be zoomies.
It is gonna be a loud nomad.
Okay, now. No, this one goes. This one is this side.
Yeah. I can pretty much guarantee that Gorilla Glue is probably the best glue to use for projects like this. It's amazingly strong. It's holding together my shoe right now because my shoe was peeling apart from the bottom. Yeah.
There we go. So we'll let that sit. We'll let that dry before we try and put the other piece together, and to figure out how much of these pipes we're going to have to cut off. But that's going to stick out really nice. To see what we're going to do there. But I think we're going to call it right there for today. And we'll work on this again in the next episode. In the next diecast, in the next Custom 101 episode. And we'll do some more with this, and we'll get it all set up. Next week will be Bi-Weekly Feature Car, and it will be yours. Show up. Be on the lookout for another Hot Wheels Therapy episode. We'll be shooting a new one. And be on the lookout for another RAOK from Craig.
Again.
Well, I have one taped. I haven't uploaded yet, so be on the lookout for that. And then Greg informed us he has more coming. So be on the lookout for that as well. So we'll have probably 2 coming for you guys. So we've got some episodes that need to be uploaded and some that will need to be shot and edited here pretty soon. So be on the lookout for that next weekend. And be on the lookout for a Hot Wheels Therapy episode. And be on the lookout for that ROA from two ROAKs from Craig. And we'll go from there. So I hope you guys are finding what you're looking for. And remember,
Place them on the pegs for us other collectors.
because we'd like to find these cars too. And if you guys know where they're hitting, let everybody know so we can go out around. If you're local, in your local area, just communicate and let other collectors know. Be friendly to your other collectors, because if you're friendly to them, they'll be friendly to you, and everybody wins in the same situation. So, catch you guys later. We love you. Catch you on the flip side.